Hello, hello. It is a new day. As you can see, there's light in the window, and it is time for the next adventure in First Samuel. We're reading through all the book of First Samuel for the month of October because it is my favorite book in the Bible and it's my birthday month, so that's what we're doing. Yay. I'm Brian Wheeler. I have straw in my mouth because talking with because the army had heat things, something happened. So talk like this without. Oh gosh, I have and it can't talk right unless I'm doing something like that, and that kind of hurt for some reason right there. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, so this is the 13th day, so we're doing the 13th chapter. So you can follow along in your version, whatever you have. I have King James. My arm's all better now, so because I gave blood yesterday, so it's now better. So good. First Samuel 13. Saul reigned 1 year. And when he had reigned 2 years over Israel, Saul chosen 3,000 men of Israel, wherein 2,000 were with Saul in Michmash and in Mount Bethel, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in Gibeah of Benjamin, and the rest of the people he sent every man to his tent. And Jonathan smote the garrison of the Philistines that were in Geba, and the Philistines heard it, and Saul blew the trumpet throughout all the land, saying, Let the Hebrews hear! And all Israel heard that Saul had smitten the garrison of the Philistines, and that took Israel also had the people called together after Saul to Gilgal. And the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen, and people as the sand which is on the seashore in multitude. And they came up and pitched in Michmash towards the eastward from Bethaven. What does Bethaven mean? I'll find out. When the men of Israel saw that they were in a strait, for the people were distressed, then the people did hide themselves in caves and thickets and rocks and high places, and in pits, and some of the Hebrews went over to the Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. As for Saul, he was in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling. As he tarried 7 days, according to the set time that Samuel had appointed, but Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And Saul said, Bring hither a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offering. And it came to pass, as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, What is it that what hast you done? And Saul said, Because I saw people were scattered from me, and that you came not within the days appointed, and the Philistines gathered themselves together at Michmash. Therefore I said, The Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal. And I have not made supplication to the Lord. I forced myself, therefore, and offered a burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, Thou hast done foolishly. You have not kept the commandment of the Lord your God which he commanded thee, for now the Lord would have established a kingdom upon Israel forever. But now the kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because you have not kept that which the Lord has commanded you. And Samuel rose and gat him from Gilgal into Gibeah of Benjamin. And Saul numbered the people that were present with him about 600 men. And Saul and Jonathan his son, and the people that were present with him, abode in Gibeah of Benjamin. But the Philistines encamped in Michmash. And the spoilers came out of the camp of the Philistines in three companies. One company turned the way that lead to Orpha, and the other unto Shua. Another company turned the way to Beth Horon. Beth Horon. Another company turned the way of the border that looked in the valley of Zeboam toward the wilderness. Now there was no smith found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, Let the Hebrews make themselves swords or spears. But all the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen every man his share, and his coulter, and his axe, and his mattock. Yet they had a file for the mattocks, and the coulters, and for the forks, and for the axes, and to sharpen the goads. So it came to pass in the day of battle that there was neither sword nor spear found on the hand of any of the people that were in Saul and Jonathan. But with Saul and Jonathan his son they had swords. And the garrison of the Philistines went out in the passage of Michmash. So, two things here. One comment about the Philistine thing first. They had a weird relationship thing with the Philistines where we're fighting against each other, but at the same time, the Philistines had like all the smiths, maybe because they stole the ones from Israel, or everything's like, you're not going to be in Israel, you're going to be here, we're going to center where you're going to be at, we're going to make sure everything's down here, we're going to center the powers and stuff down here so that you can't forge swords or anything like that. Yet they were fighting against them. It was a way of control, but it's kind of a weird way of things. And Saul does something he wasn't supposed to. Often we do things like, okay, I can't wait, so I do it myself, and then the Lord's like, yeah, I had a plan. But now Saul did something foolishly. But that's what happens. So, we're going to see the results of that soon. But, alrighty. Well, that's what happens in chapter 13. We'll see you tomorrow for chapter 14. We'll see a very interesting adventure and almost a calamity. All right, see you in the next one. Goodbye.